Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video kind of where I break down a makeup step, especially for those of you who are beginners or you just haven't been able to get it down right. And I know one that has been requested is a winged liner, and wing liner can definitely be a journey. I've definitely had a wonky wings, I've had just straight little wings, I've had wings that are way too up high, but today I definitely wanted to show you what I do for my wing liner and how we can get it just right, because I know the feeling of having that eyeshadow look just right, perfectly blended, you got the smokiness down, and then you go in with the wing liner and it's over, you messed it up. It can be a make or break, especially if you're just not confident in it, you just haven't done it enough, or it's just a bad day. Even I have bad days, I'm just like, ugh, how do we fix this wing liner? And then you keep going thicker and thicker. Next thing you know, you just have one big blob of blackness on your eye. So I wanted to help you guys out in case you were struggling like I once was, and I wanted to show you with two different type of products. My favorite being the liquid liner. My absolute favorite drugstore liquid liner is the NYX matte liquid liner. Love it so much. This is a new bottle I just purchased because I need to have my liquid liner in my life. Also, the other option is using a gel liner. So I use the Maybelline Gel Liner. Very affordable, very black. I love it. They have different colors for both, just depending. I like black. I like a matte black. Some people like vinyl. Some people like glossy, whatever your preference is. I definitely just prefer a matte. So these are my two favorite matte versions. And also I'll show you what brushes I've used for the gel liner. And then as well as we'll talk a little bit about felt tip and brush tip as well. So if you guys have been curious, you wanna, kind of step up your game with your wing liner a little bit, it just takes practice, it just takes time and patience. So if you guys wanna find out how to do it, then just keep on watching. So let's get up close and personal. For my right eye, I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. And this is my favorite one. If you prefer more of like a glossy vinyl look, they also have a vinyl version of this. But I like matte, black. So I'm going to go ahead and take this liquid liner, and this is definitely more of a brush tip. So if you like a brush tip, you're really gonna like this preference. Felt tip is also good. I just find that felt tip type of liners tend to dry out a little bit quicker. My favorite felt tip liner though is the Balm Schwing liner. That is black as black, matte as matte, and I feel like that one does not dry out. So it just depends on your preference, but that is my favorite. And if you want to buy the Balm, their liquid liner, wait for a sale. They always have 50% off sales, either on the Balm or I think, what was it, Haute Look? I used to use that website, so, but Balm always has sales, so you can always buy that. But today I have my NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and what I'm going to use, what's really going to help you is having just a mirror with you. I'm not gonna try to blind you guys. Having a mirror looking down and honestly as close as possible is probably gonna be the best thing. So first things first, the easiest way to know where to start is to create the wing. Smaller is always better. So what you really want to do, the best guide for that wing is right here. There's lower lash line. Basically you're just gonna follow it up, and you can kind of wing it out as long as you want. So kind of creating that first stroke, that's what's really going to guide you as to where this wing's going to go. If it's going to, be a lift off, or is it going to be a wonky little wing. I used to have wonky little wings, but by, following your lower lash line, basically extending it up, that's how we're going to get the first step of our wing. Next, what you're going to do is bring that line down onto your lash line, and this can really depend on the thickness that you like, but also, like I said, go smaller and you can build it up. And what I do is I don't start right at the tip, I go a little bit lower in case I want to extend that wing, and now just kind of like fill it up from there, so a little bit lower than where the wing ends. So we got our outline there. Next step is I'll just go back in and just start filling that out and seeing how it looks. And the less product that you use, the easier it's going to be. Next, when you start filling out the inner corner of your eyes, I'm going to start slimming that line down a little bit as we get to that corner, that inner corner, because I don't want a big thick wing, like totally if you like that, but for my eye shape, my eyes are definitely smaller, so I want to thin it out a little bit just so I don't lose that lid space. And depending on the eye look that you do, especially if you really want that pop-in eyelid, definitely, you know, just start to thin it out a little bit. Just go skinnier and skinnier, so it's almost like a cone. You get smaller as you kind of come in. If you have bigger eyes, feel free to kind of keep that shape. Also, I kind of want to keep that roundness of my eyelid, so just kind of shaping it that way. Now what we're going to do is assess the situation. Do we like the length of that wing? Do we want it a little bit thicker on the ends? Do we want it a little bit longer? I think I like the length. I just want to clean up that wing at the end. So I'm just going to take a little bit of product and then just kind of start really shaping out that wing. So filled it in, and here's where we, just a little flick. And that's your wing liner with a brush tip. Super duper easy with the brush tip liner. Everybody has their preferences. Some people might prefer the felt tip. The brush tip is my favorite way. The other way that I love is using a gel liner. My favorite is the Maybelline Gel Liner. This is so nice, so affordable, but I feel like I personally just don't do it on myself as much as I do when I do makeup for other people. This is definitely the method that I use because it's just the most sanitary, scoops them out and, you know, do it on somebody. But for myself, it's just like, oh, I have to use an extra brush. Guess what? I gotta clean now. But a couple of my favorite brushes to use, it's just finding the brush that works best for you. I feel like I haven't found my absolute favorite way, just maybe because I don't use it as often, but some that I do really enjoy are this brush. You can go just kind of like a, what do you call it? This just like kind of liner, like thin liner brush. This one is from Sonia Kashuk. And then my other one that I use a lot is an angled brush, is a flat angled brush, and this is the Sigma, the small angle E65. This is definitely the one I use the most on myself and other people. If your eyes are even smaller or if you want even more precision, the other one that I like a lot too is this Sigma E06 brush. So same thing, it's angled, it's just smaller than the other Sigma brush. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of that gel liner on my brush, try to coat it on both sides. And then you can just use the back of the cap, or you can just use a little dish. But basically what I'm doing, I'm just flattening out the product on my brush just so it's not all clumpy. So just kind of wiping it off there, getting a nice flatness to it. Now what I like about the angled brush is you kind of have your angle from there. So I'm going to do the same thing as follow that lower lash line, but what I can do is stamp it, just kind of grow the wing from there. Step one, then step two, now we're going to draw it down. Once again, not starting at the very tip, but just a little bit under. And now we're going to fill it in. The gel liner, as I get more into the inner corner, I just kind of want to like pat it in there and connect. And voila, wing number 2. If you ever feel like maybe the wing's too long, or maybe you made it a little bit too thick, maybe you want to clean it up, that's no problem at all. I would definitely say just let it dry a little bit, and there's two ways you can go about it. You can either go in with concealer and a really thin brush like this, just kind of clean it up, or you can go in with a little bit of makeup remover, same thing, kind of sharpen out those edges, clean it up a little bit. I don't have that much time for that preciseness, so we just kind of try to take it slow a little bit from the beginning. Before I pop on lashes, this is usually the place I like to create my wing liner first, and then sometimes maybe intensify the smokiness of my eyeshadow, because now I kind of know where to add that smokiness. I have the wing, I know where to end, I know where to kind of bring it in. So that's my favorite way to go about it. Sometimes I'll lightly smoke out, and then once I have my wing on, then I'll intensify that wing from there, and then I'll pop on lashes. So I'm actually just going to keep this look like this, but I'm going to pop on lashes and I'll be right back. So I hope you guys enjoyed that mini tutorial how to wing liner. This is definitely how I do my wing liner. There's probably some other tips, tricks that might help you out. This is just honestly what's worked best for me. I've definitely been through it with my wing liner, trying to figure out where to start, where to end, how to even just go about it, and this just works for me. Starting off with the wing line and then just kind of filling it in from there, assessing the situation. Less is more. Definitely just, I know you want to get it done as quick as possible, try not to mess up as soon as possible, but once again, less is more. Take your time, and honestly I can never talk while doing my wing liner at the same time. Just take a breath, get la bendición, and go from there. May the odds be in your favor. But I hope you guys found this really enjoyable. Definitely let me know what product is your favorite. Do you prefer liquid? Do you prefer gel? Do you prefer felt tip? Maybe you just like a pencil and or shadow. But two of my favorite options right here. Let me know if you guys check it out and if this is helpful at all. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of beginner guide videos where I kind of like just break it down a little bit each step of the makeup look. Maybe that's a little bit helpful to kind of see that zoom in, just a little slow it down part by part. I definitely, you know, wanted to do a highlight and contouring version of this kind of beginner guide, so let me know down below if you guys would love to see that, as well as eyebrows. Which one would you prefer to see next? Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you all next time.